There's a government website that shows you every contract that's been awarded, what the government plans to award, how much they paid for it, and who won it. It's SAM.gov. I'm sure you've been on there, but do you know how to use it? I mean, really use it? By the end of this video, you're gonna understand exactly how things work, how they operate, and how to better position yourself to win federal government contracts. I'm a federal contracting officer with over 10 years of experience. That's over a decade of soliciting, evaluating, and awarding federal contracts. Today we're walking through SAM.gov. My plan is to make you more competitive to win government contracts. And by the end of this video, I guarantee you're gonna learn something. We're gonna start here at SAM.gov. This is a 100% free site. There's nothing that you need to do or no one that you need to pay in order to get this registered. You can do everything from here at this site. If you have a login already, you simply hit sign in. If not, you start here, get started. You begin your registration here, and this tells you exactly how to register. There's a checklist that's going to tell you exactly what you need to make sure that you're organized and you can do business with the government. It's going to help you prepare for your UEI, your core data, and everything like that. It's going to walk you through. You just follow the step-by-step checklist, and you're going to be able to be on your way. Next, we have set up SAM.gov account. So registration and setting up your account are completely different things. Your registration allows you to do business with the government. Your SAM.gov account just gives you a secure login so you can get into the site itself. Then you prepare your data, and then you get started. Okay, all that's set up. As you're aware that SAM.gov, you do not need to be registered, and you do not need to have a login in order to search what's on the site. So you go up top to search. Okay, let's say we're looking for janitorial services. We have a filter over here on the left, and we have different radio buttons to filter even further up top. So let's say we're looking for janitorial services, and we know the NAICS is 561720. That's going to give us 300 hits, results 300. That's a lot of information to sort through. But let's say we did not know the NAICS code. It's our first time, we didn't know what it is. We can simply type in what it is, janitorial. We have 394 hits. Why is there a disconnect there? What that tells me is there are contracting officers in the contracting offices that are soliciting this under different NAICS codes. That's why it's important when you register for NAICS codes, register for as many that you can do business under. So there's 394. You would have essentially lost out on 94 different opportunities had you not looked it up this way. But again, that's a lot to sort through. Let's filter this. As you can see under this layout, you can't really filter that much. So you go up top to the contracting button, contracting opportunities. Now we have 391 results. Let's see if we can get this down a little bit more. The first tab we can filter is federal organization. I don't know about you, but I don't care who I'm getting the award from. I just need to get a contract award. So we're not gonna do anything there with federal organization. Let's go down to date. So how I'm gonna filter this is by the next month. That's gonna give me an opportunity to engage with subcontractors to get my janitorial team in place, as well as to respond to the RFP. So let's filter this by the month. That brings me down to 104 results. Okay, we're getting a little closer. Now we can do it by notice type. Notice type is, what is the government looking for? Let's see sources sought. So a sources sought is the government doing market research. They're asking, hey industry, we have this janitorial service. Can anybody do this? We have 10 results. This is going to give us the results of everything that's in America, everything that we have a space that we cover. We don't care about what's going on everywhere. Let's say we're in California. We don't care what's going on in Florida. We don't care what's going on in Texas. So let's filter this a little bit further. Let's go to place of performance right here. And we're gonna type in California, or go to the drop down for California because that's where we are. Oh wow, there are no matches there. So there are no source results out of the state of California, which means there's nobody doing market research. But that's okay. We're not here to respond to market research. We want actual federal contracts. So let's change our notice type to, let's go to solicitations. And to make sure we get everything, let's go to combined synopsis solicitations. So solicitations is exactly what that is. The government saying, hey industry, we're looking to buy this. For combined synopsis solicitations, this is any commercial product. The government can do a synopsis and a solicitation together. It's called a combo. What a combined synopsis solicitation is for any commercial product, the government can put out both these things combined together. It says, hey industry, we're buying this, and here's the solicitation with it. For a solicitation in itself and by itself, it's just simply saying, here's the solicitation, and we put out the synopsis well before that. Okay, so now we have all the solicitation notices in one place. That brings us down to 7 results. Wow, that's a lot more manageable than the 391 that we started with. What I'm then gonna do is I'm gonna look at each one of these. It's by the Department of Agriculture. Then we have another one by the Department of Agriculture. These are just different janitorial services, it looks like. This one is by the Department of Defense, just all over the state of California. Another one, a ranger district by the Department of Agriculture. So if I wanted to submit on one of these, if I was a small business, I would look at all of these and I would look to submit on all of these. So click inside of it. It's going to give you all the pertinent information. You have the classification. This is telling you it's a small business set aside. You have the contact information of the contracting office. And then the part that we want are the attachments. This is going to give you your statement of work, the solicitation terms and conditions, past performance questionnaire, schedule of items, wage determination. We're going to download all of this, read through it, and we're going to build our response to the solicitation in our proposal for the RFP. And we can do that for each of these. Simply click inside of it and it's going to give you all the information there. Okay, let's say this is your first time bidding on a government contract. You don't know where to start or how much to give the government or how much to propose on. That's completely fine. What we then do, we'll go to SAM.gov again. Blank page. We're going to go to search. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to contracting here up top, contracting opportunities, and we're going to go to active and inactive down here at the bottom. We're going to put in the same janitorial that we were looking at. Federal organization. We know that the Department of Agriculture were putting out quite a bit of solicitations that we want to respond to. So we're going to go to the Department of Agriculture. Okay. And we're going to go to notice type and we're going to go to award notice. We're going to go down to set aside, small business set aside. And this is just us reverse engineering on how to get an award. So total small business set aside right here. Place of performance. We're going to put California because that's what we are. And we have 53 results. With our 53 results, we're gonna look for the award information. So I don't see it here. So this is what it's gonna look like. You have the base amount plus all the options. We can go down a little further to see if there's any more. Ideally, all of these should be filled out by the contracting office, stating how much the award was made for, who was it awarded to, and the time of period of performance. So here's another one. Once I have these, I'll click into it. Something that's identical to the requirement that we're looking for, and just see how much is a good amount to bid on one of these contracts. This total contract was $33,000. See if there are any attachments in here. If they are attachments, I'm reading through it to see how identical it is to the requirement that I plan on bidding on. And that's gonna tell me about the range I should be bidding on these contracts so I can make myself competitive for the contract award. SAM.gov is a site that's completely free to you. And today we went over everything that you need to do to register and get yourself logged into the site. We also went over some tools and techniques in order to make yourself better equipped. SAM.gov is the government point of entry for all solicitations above $25,000. It's an opportunity for you to win contract awards and to make yourself more competitive.